Welcome to Touring Globe. Here's a guide inspired by the idea of visiting the Great Pyramid of Giza, crafted with a sense of wonder and practical information. Whispers of the Ancients. Stepping into the shadow of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Imagine standing in the scorching Egyptian sun, the endless, golden sands stretching out before you. The air shimmers, and in the distance, the majestic silhouette of the Great Pyramid of Giza dominates the landscape. It isn't just a structure, it's a testament to human ingenuity, a monument to a civilization lost in the mists of time, and a dream come true for countless travelers. A visit to the Great Pyramid isn't just a sightseeing trip, it's a journey into the heart of history itself. From textbooks to documentaries, we've all encountered the Great Pyramid. We've marveled at its scale, wondered about its construction, and been captivated by its mysteries. But nothing can truly prepare you for the experience of seeing it in person. Its sheer size is breathtaking. Each colossal stone block, meticulously placed, whispers tales of pharaohs, skilled artisans, and a society driven by a profound belief in the afterlife. More than just a pyramid. The Giza Plateau is home to not only the Great Pyramid but also the pyramids of Khafra and Menkaure, along with the enigmatic Sphinx. The sense of history here is palpable. As you walk the grounds, you feel connected to the countless generations who have stood in the same spot, equally awestruck by the spectacle. A guided tour is highly recommended to truly understand the context, significance, and intricate details woven into these ancient stones. Knowledgeable guides can shed light on hieroglyphs, construction techniques, and the fascinating beliefs surrounding life, death, and the journey to the netherworld. Experiencing the Great Pyramid. While climbing the pyramid itself is no longer permitted due to its fragile structure, you can still explore its base and interior passages. Stepping inside the pyramid is like entering a time capsule. The air is cool and still, and the narrow passageways echo with the footsteps of those who have gone before. You'll marvel at the precisely cut stone, the grand galleries, and the sarcophagus chamber, where the pharaoh was believed to begin his journey into eternity. Planning your visit. A few tips. Timing is key. The best time to visit Giza is during the cooler months, from October to April. Avoid the scorching summer heat, especially during the middle of the day. Dress respectfully. Wear comfortable, loose-fitting clothing and sturdy shoes suitable for walking on uneven surfaces. Hats and sunglasses are essential, as is sunscreen. Hydration is vital. Carry plenty of water to stay hydrated in the Egyptian sun. Book in advance. Consider booking tours and entrance tickets ahead of time to avoid queues and secure your place. Be prepared for crowds. As a major tourist attraction, the Giza Plateau can get crowded, especially during peak season. Be patient and mindful of other visitors. Engage with the culture. Take some time to learn a few basic Arabic phrases. It will be appreciated by the locals. Be aware of scams. Be cautious of unofficial guides and souvenir peddlers. Stick to reputable tour operators and vendors. Here's in blending the literary aspect with the experience of visiting the pyramids of Giza and Egypt, focusing on a hypothetical 3-day itinerary. A 3-day literary pilgrimage to the pyramids of Giza. For centuries, the pyramids of Giza have stood sentinel over the sands of Egypt, their massive forms silently guarding secrets of pharaohs and gods. They are more than just ancient monuments. They are living tapestries woven with history, mythology, and the enduring power of human ambition. But beyond their physical grandeur, they also resonate with literature, inspiring countless stories, poems, and reflections on time, mortality, and the mysteries of the universe. Imagine, then, a 3-day pilgrimage, not just to see, but to feel the literary heart of the pyramids and the land that birthed them. This itinerary blends historical exploration with moments for contemplation and connection with the literary legacy of Egypt. It's not just a tour, it's a journey for the soul, a chance to let the stones speak and the words echo. Day 1. Immersed in the grand spectacle, the pyramid complex and ancient lore. Morning. Begin at the foot of the Great Pyramid. Forget the guided tours for a moment. Instead, bring a copy of Herodotus' Histories. Find a quiet spot and read his accounts of the pyramid's construction, his descriptions mixing fact and legend. Feel the weight of his words against the weight of the stones. Imagine the teeming masses of workers, the sheer organizational feat, the lives spent in service of these colossal structures. This immerses you in the human drama that unfolded here. Midday. Explore the rest of the Giza complex. Visit the smaller pyramids, the Sphinx, and the Valley Temple. Each structure has a story to tell, a puzzle piece in the vast historical narrative. Read excerpts from Naguib Mahfouz's Cairo trilogy, a visceral portrayal of Egyptian life across generations. Consider how these monuments provided the backdrop for countless ordinary lives, influencing social structures and cultural expressions, themes explored so poignantly by Mahfouz. Afternoon. Head to the Solar Boat Museum. Marvel at the meticulously reconstructed solar boat and imagine it sailing the Nile, carrying the pharaoh on his symbolic journey. This triggers thoughts about Egyptian beliefs in the afterlife and the detailed rituals surrounding death. Read portions of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Contemplate the powerful symbolism in their texts, how they envisioned the journey beyond death and how the pyramids were a key part of ensuring its success. Evening. Find a rooftop cafe overlooking the pyramids or a quiet spot near the entrance. As the sun sets and the pyramids are bathed in a golden glow, read poetry, perhaps Shelley's Ozymandias or a piece by an Egyptian poet. Let the words mingle with the twilight and the ancient stones, prompting reflection on the fleeting nature of power, time, and human ambition. Day 2. Delving into the heart of the narrative, museums and the Nile. Morning. Visit the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. The sheer volume of artifacts can be overwhelming, but focus less on the treasures and more on the stories they tell. Seek out papyrus scrolls and inscriptions, trying to decipher the narrative behind the hieroglyphs. Read relevant sections of Ancient Egyptian Literature, a collection curated by Miriam Lichtheim, to get a feeling for the tone and content of writings of the time. Midday. Take a felucca ride on the Nile. The ancient river is the lifeblood of Egypt, and a journey on its waters is a journey through time. Read a selection of stories from 1001 Nights, considering how the river and the landscape might have inspired the tales. Imagine the riverbank as a meeting place, a marketplace, the setting for so many stories through the ages. Afternoon. Visit a local library or bookstore to discover contemporary Egyptian literature. Explore works by authors like Alaa al-Aswani or Adolf Suif. Consider how modern Egyptian writers engage with the country's history and traditions, and how the weight of the past continues to shape the present. Evening. Attend a cultural performance, whether it's a Sufi dance or a traditional musical show. Absorb the rhythms and stories, allowing yourself to be transported to another time. Afterward, journal your reflections, noting how the art, the ancient sites, and the literary texts intertwine in your perception of Egypt. Day 3. Personal reflections and departure, the power of stories. Morning. Return to the Giza plateau, but instead of exploring further, find a quiet spot away from the crowds. Spend time writing, reflecting on your journey, and the interplay you experienced between the physical and literary dimensions of Egypt. Contemplate what elements of the pyramid's mystery, or the human stories, resonated most deeply. Late morning. Visit a local artisan market and browse, noticing the patterns, the craftsmanship, the stories woven into the local textiles and crafts. Recognize the enduring thread that connects the artistic expressions of the past and present. Afternoon. As you prepare to depart, reread a few passages from the literature you encountered. Consider how your understanding of those words has been transformed by your experience of the place. Evening. Leave with a sense of having touched the heart of Egypt, not just the stones, but also the stories that they hold. Let the echoes of ancient voices and contemporary narratives linger, inspiring future learning and reflection. This 3-day journey is more than just sightseeing, it's an immersive literary experience, encouraging us to see the pyramids and Egypt through the lens of the human imagination, both ancient and modern. It's a reminder that the stories we tell, and the stones that witness them, are all part of a long and fascinating conversation that continues to unfold. And it's an invitation to add your own voice to that conversation. More than a tourist attraction. A visit to the Great Pyramid of Giza is more than just ticking off a must-see landmark. It's an opportunity to connect with human history, to marvel at the achievements of a bygone era, and to contemplate our place in the grand tapestry of time. As you stand in the shadow of this ancient wonder, you'll feel a deep sense of awe and a lasting appreciation for the enduring power of human ambition. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've left the sands of Giza behind. So, dare to journey to Egypt, to stand beneath the gaze of the Great Pyramid, and allow yourself to be transported to a realm where history and wonder intertwine. You won't regret it. See you in the next video.